Welcome to the maiden flight of the Biomex, playing some Cornucopias game and representing the Corn Mafia to help create some content for the Cornucopias game. Look, I'm helping the Corn Mafia by putting out some of these videos, but there's a lot of guilds. If you look in the description of this video, you'll see all the guilds that are available on the Cornucopias game. And you know, there's the Knights Guild is very big. The Corn Mafia is very big. And anyways, so I'm going to get going here. Like I said, this is the Biomex. I'm part of the Billy Goat Tales team. We have X Spaces every Tuesday night, 9 o'clock Eastern, and we go for about 2 hours. We've been doing it since November of 2023. That's a little bit about me. I'm the Bionic Mexican, or the Biomex, or Tex-Mex. Biomex, as some of my friends like to call me. My real name's Tony Baeza, and you can find me doxed on X. So on X, same handle at @the_Biomex. So I hope you enjoy this video that I'm starting. Maybe you'll join me live. Maybe you'll watch this after the fact. Love some feedback. You're going to see some production things going on here. I'm still starting to stream using OBS and using some other tools. So you'll see me go through that process and learn as we go. I'm also, as background, I'm also fairly new to playing the Cornucopias game. I started this year, late August, early September, I started playing the game. It's been out in development for over 2 years, maybe close to 3 years. But in September, I believe, or late August, they launched the actual land areas where you can go and explore this MMO field. So you have Solace 1, 2, and 3, where I enjoy playing. You can see my character there standing with his jetpack ready to go in the Kalido Resort. And I'm going to fly around a little bit of Kalido Resort, try to find some of those caches. There's some caches you can collect as you go through. And so anyways, let's get started here in just a second. I'm going to check in with my friend Pinball Ninja with the Corn Mafia to see if he's able to see the live stream, make sure that if it's out there, people can see it if it's out there. So, all right, I sent him that link. I'm going to say hello in the chat. And let's get this maiden voyage started. Got my handy remote ready. And let's go. I put some additional information in the description. Like I said, I put the game information to the Cornucopias game. They actually, instead of just having to own an asset like land or other things, you can now play. If you go to the cornucopias.io website, there's a play button. You can learn about their access pass to early access, where you can start playing the game. Of course, you have to look at the system requirements and all of that jazz. And right here, as you come into the game, this is that ship is where you start when you first come into it. There's this box here, and you would want, as a new player, or even as a person who's played it before, you would want to grab one of these and have it on your person so that you can, actually, let me check my inventory. Okay, yeah, see, I've got one right here on my wrist. I've got one right there. That actually lets you view the different information about land plots. It lets you view some other stuff in the game, as well as it has a light that you can turn on at night. And you can see my jetpacks equipped. And in the game, let me see. I actually need to click in the game, not on OBS. See, I'm learning as we go together. So in the game, I have 3 more of those, I forget what they're called. But like I said, I'm new to the game, but I'm enjoying it. So I have 3 more of those in case someone's wandering around. Maybe they downloaded the newest version. You have to go grab another one. So I've got them here with me. And if you find me in the game, you will see that. See that right here on my Xbox controller. I put the left button. It turns on that light, turns it off. I go up and you see the map right now. It's not going to show me much on the map. If I push on the up, down, left, right controller section, if I push right, it's going to show or hide all the custom tags. It's going to show them all. There's my handle up there, @the_Biomex, number 8725. All right. So you can find different things within the game. So these different trunks, and you can also play it with the keyboard. You can find what the controls are within the game. Oh, there's one of the hollow caches, like I said. You can find them. Later on in the game, you'll need stuff like soda or other nourishment supplies to be able to get your energy and health back. You'll also need to sleep to renew that. And then here, I've got some credit chips. So you'll need credits to purchase things or do things in the game. I'm not sure if it's valid right now. And there was a free backpack if you don't have a backpack, if you didn't buy one on the NFT sale. And by the way, I did put in the description the Corn Mafia's affiliate link. If you're part of another guild, use your guild's affiliate link. If your guild doesn't have one, please think about using the Corn Mafia's link. It gives back to the community and also gives back to the game based on the level of input that the guild has to provide to those that want to join in. All right, so I have collected, I think the most I've collected on any iteration of the game is maybe 56 caches. I was in with Josh and Rob and a whole bunch of people who were testing jetpacks. We did like a maiden voyage of jetpacks. The other day, I think it was last Friday during Kopi Cafe 110, or actually after the recording of Kopi Cafe 110. And I was able to jump in. Oh, you see that? I got that cache that's right there. But I was able to jump in and fly around, and it was fun to explore. There's actually some areas here in Kalita Resort that I was unaware of. Like I said, I've only been in the game for a little bit, and I use the jump button. So the jump button on the controller is A. You hold it down to get the jetpack, and I haven't used this jetpack. This is the most recent one, and supposedly it's got a little bit more. I already got that one. I think I've only gotten 4 or 5 of them on this iteration, but I started the game. I think I probably had 40 caches that I collected. And if anybody in the chat knows what they're good for, at the moment I have no idea, but I enjoyed finding them and running around. So even before getting the jetpack, I was able to get at least 30 or 40, I think, at one point running around. So I'm just going to run at the moment instead of using the jetpack. Because for those of you that are maybe new to the game, maybe use that access pass, you might not have a jetpack because you haven't bought one. And you might want to test the game out before you start spending money. Although it's pretty inexpensive, I think. Let me see. I'm going to go ahead and go to the website real quick, and then I will put this on the screen as well. Just give me 1 second. Hope everybody's doing well. I hope this is available for people to see. And if it's not, hey, that's okay. I'm going to put this video out. I'll share it later on, and we will see how things grow. So I'm going to go to the website here, and I'm going to show you. Let me pull up this website here for you. Yeah, that works. It should be popping up on screen in just a moment. Yeah, it's actually kind of blocking some of the stuff here. That's okay. I'm going to put myself in the background because I'm just going to show a portion of this. I'm going to try to scroll this down to make it a little smoother. Don't want, like I said, I'm just starting to stream, so you're going to see some things here that are like, what in the heck is this guy doing? Well, I'm learning as I go, but I'm not trying to be an expert yet on everything within the game and whatnot before I start. It's a little zoomed out, so if I zoomed in a little bit more, you could probably see, let's see. Well, anyway, so the whole website isn't showing, but on the upper left, you see the part of the Cornucopias logo. If you click on About the Game, as I'll do here, you can look at different in-game assets, and it's probably logged in under me. You can see About the Game. You can find the game blog, some announcements. You can find the team. There's a creative asset library for people that are creating content. There's some reels. You can go to the marketplace. Like I said, these are some of the NFTs, and right now they're available. I'm going to go ahead and go to the marketplace and see what's available. But some of them are expiring soon. There was a phase 1 and a phase 2 minting of some of the new NFTs. Now on the base network, you can actually go and get some of the older items. There's some bubble jets and there's some other vehicles that you can race. There's also, what else is there? I know there's some trees. There's like a little bobblehead and some other things you can find. But on the base and the Cardano network, you can find these on the different marketplaces. So I'm going to bring this in, try to change the view that you guys can see. So you can see the whole thing. You see my little Billy Goat Tails logo up there. I've got that pushed. I'm going to go and take it down for now, but I am part of the Billy Goat Tails team. I'm co-founder there. All right, so these are the things that are out right now. There's a Blackhorn Outlander Desert backpack. There's a Bubble Jet Super Phantom. I actually was very fortunate on the base network to mint a legendary. So awesome. I got an uncommon on Cardano network. I just never minted a legendary on any game. So anything or any NFT. You have a Burger Barn Deluxe hat that you can wear. It says, Are you ready for a flipping good time? Burger Barn Deluxe #1 hat, a playable eye-catching hat that transforms a burger, fries, and drinks into wearable fun. And you can see the pricing here. So for these two backpacks that will give you some other user or game utility later on, they're only about $10 USD. The Bubble Jet Super Phantom is about 95 USD, and the Burger Barn hat's $5. The Mythic level pack, I think right now it's only available on the base network. I think Cardano network sold out, so you might find it on the secondary, but it's about 35 if you're minting. And look, this one ends in 15 days. Let's see, this Bubble Jet Super Phantom vehicle, or what do you call it? I don't know. I call it a vehicle, right? So it's only available for another day and 12 hours until the next cycle when they bring them back. So some of these are going to be going away here soon. If you mint any other item, there still is an option for 7 more days to get the inaugural Quantum Jack headpiece. I'll show that in another video, some of the ways you can customize your character. And then right now I'm using the 0G Stratus Solace Explorer Special Edition. That was $30. So the other jetpacks actually are not available anymore. Wow, so you're gonna have to go to secondary. I have some other jetpacks. There was a Junker Jet, and there was another jetpack that was available, and another ship that you could race in the racing section. And those are no longer available right now unless you get them on secondary. So I'm going to go ahead and close this section down and get back to the game. Like I said, this is the jetpack I'm wearing at the moment. And I said hello in the chat. I believe I'm streaming. So if I'm not, well, I guess I'll have to work more bugs out. But at the moment, we're good to go. And I am out there live and in charge. And hopefully you all can see and hear this later on. If not, I'll have to push it back out as a recording. Alrighty. So let's get back into some gameplay. I'm going to actually widen my little screen here on OBS, so that if I want to use that as the screen that I'm looking at as I'm typing on Discord to some of the community members, let's give a look at my character. So this is the Biomex. The lore behind my character, or the story at least that I've created behind my character, just I don't know why, but it made me think of kind of like a alien Man of La Mancha. Man of La Mancha is from Don Quixote, the book that I read quite a few years ago, and he maybe was a little bit off his rocker, exploring the lands, and I don't know, I just had a glimpse into, I don't know why, but I just had a feeling it'd be good to create lore around this character and use that. Right now I'm not zoomed in, but the facial features, I've got a little bit of a crooked face and jaw. I don't know if something happened to him. Maybe I'll have to develop that part of that story later on. And a little scar over the left eye. That's one of the options you can choose. You can choose a scar. And you see that ship that just took off in the background, that takes you to Solace 1, 2, or 3. At the moment, there's going to be some other lands available. And so, as I mentioned, and there's the Skygate that will take you out to those. And they've added a lot of new things in here this last build. These items right here were not in the landing platform, or whatever you call this, docking bay or storage or whatever you want to call it. Those were not there. Oh, I just hit a hollow cache right there. Wonderful, wonderful. I knew it was there, but I'm showing you as I go through the process. Ooh, did I just miss another one? Nope. I'm gonna turn that light on because it is getting dark. I think initially when I first started playing the game, it was like there was 2 sections of daylight and 2 sections of night, and now I think it's currently we're running with like 6 hours of daylight, of real time daylight, 6 hours that you run in daylight, and then I think 2 hours in the dark. So that you might need that flashlight. And plus, let's see, if I click on my, I think it's the RB button, it scans the area and kind of sometimes at night, especially when you're running around Solace, I have to use that. So what am I doing right now? I'm finding this holo cache that is up on top of that light post right there. I don't know how I found it. Actually, I do know how I found it. I found it. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna use my jetpack. If you run and then jump over to that, you can do it. And I've been trying to talk and play at the same time. So let's see, run. No more cheating with the jetpack unless I need it. Oh, I didn't mean to activate it there. However, anyways, you can do this all without a jetpack. You can get to this holo cache. I like that. I'm not going to go through too many of these today. Look at that, I cheated again. But there's one right here at the edge of that light, and I saw it because I was playing at night. I actually kind of like playing at night. You can find more of the holo caches in the Toledo resort sometimes. At least I found that to be true because they have a little bit of light. You can find them in unique little places. So you kind of have to walk. Oh, I didn't mean for it to do that. I think you have to run and then stop midway and then get over to it. I'm just going to fly up there. I missed it again. Okay, let's see. But there is a way. I think it took me maybe 3 or 4 tries. It took me 3 or 4 tries, and then I finally got it. I'm going to do this here. No, not quite. You guys are watching me just tool around with this. It might actually be easier to just jump. All right. Yeah, I did it. All right. And that's a rare holo cache. So there's 4. I got number 4 of 18. I'm going to fly over because I just want to do that. I know where another one is. And it's over there by that green screen kind of layout over there. You can run to it and then you can get up. But on this lamppost, actually I've already gotten it. So you can run over, you can run around here, you can jump on top of these boxes, and then eventually, I'm going to use my jetpack right now. Once you get onto this box, I basically aimed towards the light, I walked off the edge, jumped, and maybe I ran and hit it. So anyways, that's how to get some of the holo caches. There is one on one of these lights right there. So I was up on that scaffolding. There's some, on this far end back there, there's some steps. And so you can run over that scaffolding, you can jump to the edge and then jump down. But you know what? The perks of having a jetpack is that you can just do that. And I do know, or I believe, that there's one on top of this crane. Yep. I already got it. It's right there. And then you see the one that I got there that I already activated on top of this roof. I was trying so long before we had the jetpacks. You can actually get, I missed it. You can actually get to the top of this crane and get a really, really cool view just from jumping on those boxes and those items down here. You can get up to the top of this crane, and it's just such a cool view of the Toledo Resort. And nowadays, because I have my jetpack, I can just fly around. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take you all through the ship, the transport, to get over to Solace. Normally, after you unload off that ship. Like I said, if you don't have a jetpack, you run down this little walkway, and I'll just run and walk the rest of the way till I get there at the moment. Because if you don't have a jetpack, you're gonna have to figure this out. So you want to get on. Oh, I missed it. So you're gonna get on the lift. There's lifts on both sides. It goes up. There's 3 floors. It goes up. The other one went down. So like I said, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna go ahead and jump on this next one. As it comes up, I will catch a ride. Once you get on the lift and the gates rise up, then you're not going to be able to move. Don't worry, it's not a glitch. I think it's just trying to keep you from falling off in case you're doing too much running around there. And I apologize, I just had to fix my chair. You probably heard some squeaks. But I get on the platform, I wait for it to raise up, and then I will go. What's going on? Sirius 75, sound is bad, too low. Thank you for that input. Let's see, I can raise my volume. Is the game sound bad, or is it just myself? Let me know, let me know. I've got my microphone here. I'm going to use my jetpack to get off because I don't want to get stuck on the lift. Thank you for that input. I might have to go back and re-record and bring up. Let's see, I'm going to raise my mic volume on OBS. How about now? Can you hear me now, sirs? All right, well, I hope that you all can hear me better now. I have the game volume kind of low. There's some pretty cool game volume, but I have it turned down actually in my game settings. Here, let me show you where those are. So if I hit there and I go to settings, I hit RB, there's some audio, there's a master volume there that you can listen. I might as well bring in some of the game play volume and effects and sounds. The other day I had it turned down when we flew around with and I was trying to record. All right, thank you, Ada Lego fan. Appreciate the input. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining me. This is the Maiden voyage. It's my maiden stream as I'm starting to play Cornucopias and starting to live stream it. So I'm gonna use my mouse and hit apply. Make sure I'm good. I still don't quite hear much of the game. Let me see if I can raise the volume in OBS. Maybe I need to open the desktop audio. All right. Are you part of the Corn Mafia? Or have you been checking them out? Are you in the Discord? Type a yes or no in the chat. I'm actually I'm gonna pause the game. Well, I'm not really pausing the game. You can just see where it's at right there. I'm gonna go and bring the Corn Mafia Discord link into the chat. I put the Cornucopias link in the description down below. But if you're interested in checking out the Corn Mafia Guild, then I'm going to put an invite to their Discord server in here. They let anybody come in and check it out, kick the tire, so to speak. So there's the Corn Mafia Discord right there. And let me go ahead and pin that in the chat so that I can refer back to it and y'all can use it. Alright, so that's the pinned message in the chat. Let's jump back into the game. And if there's something you want to see in the game, right now I plan to go to Solace, but I'm not sure if I want to go to 1, 2, or 3. So if you want to help guide where I'm going to go right at this minute, let me know. Ooh, where am I looking? Where am I looking? Where am I looking? I'm getting dizzy. Okay. Stop trying to do things with the mouse in the game while you're trying to control it on your phone. There's my alarm going off in the background. Don't worry, I turned that off. My chat for the YouTube was not visible, and so I just had to move that over for a second. Alright, so I've got to wait for the shuttle. I actually could return to the main menu and go straight over there. But I'm just going to let those that are new check out the trip, because before they offer that jump straight to Solace 1, 2, or 3, do you all hear a buzzing? Maybe it's just me. I hear a buzzing in my headphones right now. I know my mic gives me some trouble, so maybe it's just my mic. If you hear a buzzing, please give me a message in the chat so that I can address some of the audio. But before they had the option to go straight from the main menu over to Solace 1, 2, or 3, or you can go to Toledo Pavilion where the racing happens, where you can go and do some races. I've tested some of the vehicles and raced it maybe a max of 10 times. I just haven't done it that much, but I just purchased the new racers, and I'm excited to use those here soon. It's pretty cool. You just wait here. I think you have a few seconds. You want to just make sure you get on. I wouldn't be close to the door when it goes to the Sky Gate. And I think, oh, hey, Jupiter, what's up, Jupiter? Z is on. I wonder if he knows. I'm gonna. Alright, so Jupiter, I don't know if you're going to be watching this in the chat on the game. I'm wondering if you're running around. You can go to one of Solace's. I will see if I can hit you up too on Discord if you want to jump in and play with me a little bit. I might be able to add that to the stream, or add this to the stream. So let's see if I can get in and see what's going on. Once again, please, if you're listening to this live, obviously if you're not listening to it live, there's some sound and issues that I'm having through my headphones, but I've had that before when it's really just I need to unplug and replug in my headphones. I'm not sure that I want to do that right at the moment. So you can see that it's just going through a processing, and in the games that I've played in the past, as you go into the next section, it's processing. So you can see that we're flying along, getting ready to get over to the Solaces. There's some of the other domes over there left. I'm sure I can see them on the right just yet. We'll do a little dance. I'm excited. I hope you're excited to be here. Let's see if we can find my chat. See if he's going to be playing. I'll just message him in the Purpose Mafia chat and say hello. Game sound is louder than your voice. Thank you once again for that feedback. I'm going to turn up my mic. I'm going to go into OBS and see if I can turn that mic volume up. I tend to be kind of soft-spoken, or maybe don't talk loud enough. Maybe I just need to bring that mic closer to me and get the game going. So thanks for that input. I appreciate it. You'll help me get my settings set up so that I don't have to do this every time. Ada Lego fan, I appreciate you. I hope that's better. I can get a little goofy sometimes, but we're coming into, and forgive me, like I said, some of you played the game quite longer than I have, but we're coming into this port where you can get access to all three of the Solaces, and so we're going to head in there right now. And if you want me to go see Solace 1, 2, or 3, let me know. Put a 1, 2, or 3 in the chat, and I will head over that direction. Oh, look at the cloud cover. Isn't that so cool? Depending on the weather, you have some cloud cover coming in. I got to make sure that I don't sleep on not getting off, because if I didn't get off, then I'm going to have to go all the way back through the Sky Gate, all the way back to the resort, and that I do not want to do at the moment. So I'm getting off, heading up. Like I said, tell me if you want me to go to Solace 1, 2, or 3 in the chat if you're with me. I do appreciate you giving me a heads up on the sound quality, and if I need to adjust it more, I will look to go into the audio mixer. Like I said, I'm just starting to do streams via OBS into YouTube, I have used StreamYard before with my Billy Goat Tales team, but I was giving you this OBS a chance because I wanted to use this silhouette feature here. I actually think mid-stream, right here, right now, I'm going to do one other thing. I'm moving my head. I'm moving my stuff. I'm just going to move it over to the other side just because I felt like it. Like I said, this is a maiden voyage with my jetpack. It's also the maiden voyage of this YouTube channel. I have been part of the Billy Goat Tales YouTube channel, and I've visited and been a guest on Ada Ace's show. He has a podcast. You can find him, our podcast. He has a YouTube channel. You can find him in several different Cornucopias Discords and other stuff. Here's that land plot scanner device again. You can find one here if you didn't pick one up at the entrance, or maybe you start out here. Solace 1, 2, or 3. I don't know which one I should go to. Let me know. And before I jump into one of them, I'm going to tag Jupiter Z on Discord one more time and see if he's going somewhere. Alright, I'm going to look for DM just so that I can see Zeke. I don't know if Zeke's on at the moment. Once again, I guess when I'm reading, I start talking lower, with the lower voice, and want to make sure that you all can hear me well, so I do appreciate that input. Alright, so I'm gonna choose 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Which one should I go to? I think I'm gonna go to Solace 3. I've actually gone to Solace 1 and 2 quite a bit. Why not? Why not? Let's just jump into Solace 3 and let's go exploring. If you're familiar with the areas within Solace 1, 2, and 3, and you want to tell me which town I should start at, for those that are new and maybe watch this later, you can start at one of the 12 towns, and once I get to the next phase of this, oh, that's pretty cool. You got some bat lights hanging there. So I'm going to catch the train to Solace 3. And if you have a specific town within Solace 3 that you want me to jump into, put it in the chat and I'll see if I can start there. Otherwise, I'm going to look through my map and see what sites I want to go visit. I'm actually going to pull up my phone here on the right in a second, because the Corn Mafia Guild, as well as the Knights Guild, did put out some maps that gave you identification of where you can find some mines, where you can find logging fields, and where you can find fishing spots. These are not active in the game yet, but I believe they're going to be active by the end of this year or next year, sometime next year. You can look on the Cornucopias. They've got all their white paper and listed all the different timelines when things are happening. So I'm not going to try to go off memory. I'd rather let you search for that or find it. And the Cornucopias Mafia Guild has a great resource of maps, and I like the Knights Guild ones too. I guess I just had preference for the one that the Mafia put out. While I'm waiting for this train, and you see me looking down because I'm looking at my phone looking for those maps so that I can find out what I want to look at. Who else do you know that's played? I think I've watched the Knights. I like the Knights Guild's YouTube channel and the gameplay that they show. I also like the Corn Mafia's YouTube channel, and then also, of course, Cornucopia's game has a pretty good channel. The sneak peeks are some of my favorite when we're watching Kopi Cafe. And if you didn't know, you can actually be part of the Kopi Cafe stream in their Discord on Fridays, and then that's taken and rebroadcast later as it's recorded. So I thought that was pretty cool. You can actually jump into the stream. You can be part of the chat. You can bring up the questions. And there's even don't miss the train, right? You can even go and guess what you think Josh or Rob will be drinking on the stream. And I think you get some points for that too. All right, so while I'm waiting for myself to get over, I am briefly going to unplug my headphones because it really is giving me trouble. So I want to make sure it's not actually coming to the stream. I hope. And now I'm going to plug it back in and see if that solved my problem. Nope, not quite yet. So once again, I hope you can hear me okay. If you have a preference in the towns of where I'm going to go, let me know. If you don't, hey, it's all good. Alright, so there's no issues now on that. Now I'm going to switch it back to the switching my headphones back to my soundboard. Yes, thank goodness, got the volume right. So I don't hear any. I actually now hear the game. I didn't hear the game before, but like I said, I was having some sort of crackle. But and while you're on these trains, at least at the moment, you cannot move. You can look around. You can do a little dance. Right now, I'm looking through the floor. Oh, don't miss it! Don't miss getting off the train. All right, so I am in the Solace 3 landing area. Left or right? Left or right? Which way do you want me to go? Ivy Creek, Witherwood. I actually haven't pulled up my map yet, so I'm gonna just pull up my map. If you tell me there's somewhere that you want me to go, you just let me know. I'm going to send this link to my YouTube stream over to a friend while I pull that. Apologies, I'm not talking at the moment. No, I'm not looking at you. Like I said, I will get better at this. I appreciate those of you that are tuning in live. I appreciate you if you watch it later. And any feedback is appreciated. And you know what? I will take it with a grain of salt too. So I'm not going to take everything and get all twisted with it. But I would love to take your feedback and input and see if I can provide you a better product on this stream. On the Billy Goat Tales stream, we usually have a pretty good format that we're worked out. So I'm trying to work out just kind of going live. It's kind of thing I decided just to do today, last minute, about 30 minutes to an hour prior, and got the stream ready to go. And I am going to my map. Here's the map sites. All right, so Solace 3 is where I'm at. Which city do I want to go to? Since I've got this cool jetpack, why not find a place to fly around? Yeah, I'm going to start at Ivy Creek. I actually think there's a cave between Ivy Creek and Hawks Hunt and kind of Crystal Falls, like right in between all of them. There's a cave that I'm going to see if I can get through. So let's go to Ivy Creek, which is on the left. Let's go. All right, I got to turn my... Where's Ivy Creek? First one, first elevator. And it's going to load here in a second while I get into Solace 3 into Ivy Creek. So if you don't want to have to go through from the ship all the way over, ride the different train, go through the, loading 2-3 times, then the easiest way is right from the main menu. Just choose Solace 1, 2, or 3. Jump into that land, roam around. I think by the end of this year, we're going to be able to claim our land plots. It actually makes me think of the movie with Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise, where they're running out west to claim land. I can't think of the name of the movie. Maybe you can think of it. Put it in the chat. If so, put it in the comments. Let me know what the name of that movie was. But I was thinking that it might be. I don't know if that's exactly how it's going to be, but I could just in my head, I'm imagining that would be a cool way to run and launch the land grab. I do know that from reading the wiki, and one day I decided to read the whole wiki. I don't know if that was the best idea to try to do it in one day, but I did. I retained some of it. I'll probably have to go read more of it as it gets updated. But in the wiki, it tells you that the higher level rarity on the land plots, you'll get first dibs at those at the land claim. So I think I've got a rare, and I know I've got an uncommon and some commons. I think so. I'm excited to do that. And this loading, it takes a minute. Like I said, before we actually got the ability to jump into Solace 1, 2, or 3 directly from the main menu, it would take a few minutes. Oh, look, my jetpack's not there. I'm hoping that it's going to pop up. Otherwise, I might just have to log back out and log back in. It might be a little bit of a glitch. And once again, this is in the Cornucopias is in the pre-alpha testing phase. So if there's glitches, there's a function for you to be able to report that glitch and get some help. Oh, look, there it is. It just took a second to kick in. I hit the jump button. So instead of actually running up the stairs, let me just fly up the stairs. That's even more fun. All right, so I am in Ivy Creek. Look at that scenery. Wow, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna actually zoom a little bit out in the game. I'm gonna change my zoom level. I really think this is a cool town. And so this is another thing that was added right here. These, I forget what they're called. Maybe there's something on the outside. But basically, for the NFTs that you purchase, that you mint through the minting site, like these jetpacks, for example, or the backpacks, or the Corn Cutie backpacks, which are awesome, the purple and the brown, or the tactical backpacks, or not the hats and the helmets and stuff, but any of these equipable items, you can come into the Nexus. That's what it's called. You can come into the Nexus, and then you can load. So you can see my inventory. I've got a brown brawler backpack. I've actually got just about one of each, I think. So you got the deluxe one, the Desert Outlander, and you can add it to your inventory or remove it from your inventory from these Nexus areas. I think that's really cool because you don't want to have all of them. You're not going to be able to equip them all, and if you put them into your inventory, then you're going to take up room. So right now, I'm using the Stratos jetpack, the 0G Solace Explorer. This other one is just a regular 0G. I have a Titan XL backpack, which is supposed to be great when you're trying to load a whole bunch of cargo or other stuff, or just load a lot of items that you're going to collect. I believe once the game really gets going, though, that also may weigh you down. You may end up walking slower. So, anyways, there's pros and cons to everything, but every backpack, or every pack, let's just say, every pack, because not all of them are backpacks, but every pack is a jetpack and other things. Here, I didn't go to the inventory. Here's the inventory. So here's your normal inventory space, and then you can click on your backpack. Oh, I'm in the wrong here. There you go. There's some additional room, like on the Solace, the regular, not the Explorer pack, but the regular Solace jetpack. I think it's only one row of spaces for inventory. And so most of the jetpacks may not have as much room, but this one does, and I think it gives you a little more flying time. So that RB button, like I said, especially it's starting to get dark, but that RB button, if you use it, you can find, hey, this is Ivy Creek from a little bit further out. You'll be able to see. You also can see as this thing scrolls, those blue, lit up kind of blue and white boxes. Those are actual land plots that will become available. So I'm going to just jump in. Once I get into one, I can press Y. Because I have that Land Plot Explorer thing on my wrist, that allows me to see some information. So you can go to land plot details. It tells you this is a medium size, so there's small, medium, large. Oh man, I think it's epic and copious as far as sizes, and then there's different rarities. There's common, uncommon, rare, legendary, and mythic. I believe I got it right. If not, hey, you can put it in the chat. I will make sure I start to get that down. However, you can see the address, 83 Ivy Creek, Canyon Run, Solace 3, and there's a land plot. So if you actually want to look it up, you might be able to find it on the NFT shop. If someone uses their medium size plot and connects it to this land plot, then that will be connected. Now, of course, they could sell it for something else, and you might be able to pick that up. But if you have land plots, you will be able to do that and claim them on whenever they start opening that land claim. So this is within the city. This looks like it might be a large. Oh, it's also a medium. Man. So I'm going to go ahead and click up here. You can kind of see where I'm at on the map. And I'm not exactly sure where the toggle function is. I know there's some maps that show all the land plots, and there's some that don't. And I probably need to see if I can toggle that. You can put a marker. So let's just say I want to go, I know that I want to go somewhere over here. It's at the end of that mountain, I believe. Just give me a second. It's somewhere down in there. Oh, there. That's probably it right in there. You posted the Soul 3 map on the Mafia Discord. Thank you, Ada Lego fam. Or fam, not fam. Appreciate it. I know I can get into the Discord, but right now I'm using one screen for the game, which is showing on OBS. And then I've got the chat on the right on my other monitor. And then so I was just looking at the map, which I have on my phone, which I pulled up. So thank you for providing that. So I think I'm going to run towards Hawks Hunt from Ivy Creek. I'm not going to just really run. I'm probably going to fly. I believe that I found a cave over in that area. Actually, if you give me a second. Let's look at the moon. Where's the moon? I thought I saw it earlier. Maybe not. It's probably my imagination. But I'm going to pull up. I actually have my own spreadsheets. Yes, spreadsheets. And there's not a whole lot on them, but I started one spreadsheet that has some locations of things that I want to find. So let me go to my OneDrive, not my OneDrive, my Drive, Google Drive, and I will pull that up. I'm not going to show it, but maybe later on I will share with you some of those cool things. You'll actually be able to see it when I get there today. When I get there in a few minutes, I will show you where that north, I believe it's the north and south entrance to the tunnel or cave or whatever you want to call it. I thought that was pretty cool, so I will share that with you. All right, I'm actually going to share part of that with you now because I'm going to go ahead and mark it on my map. So I have points of interest that I found interesting and that I started marking down. Of course, this was before we had the awesome maps that were put out by the different guilds that gave us that information. So let's go ahead and go to the map. You can see the X and Y coordinate are on the top part of the map. Trail entrance, South Cave, and then and I actually marked on my landmarks. If you don't have a jetpack and you're trying to get out of these little canyons, you might need to find a place that you can run a trail out of there. So I actually have a trail entrance to that. So maybe I just fly there or get over there. So 1285 positive by 881. So let me go into the game. 1285 by 881. I'll share that with you all. Let's see. I'm looking on the X. No, don't do that. I'm looking 1285 by 881 on the Y axis. So roughly in this area where that little white dot is. Oh my gosh. All right, well, I'm going to get back to it. 1285 by 881. And let me look at the little thing. Let's see. RB toggle. There we go. All right, so I've got my little location that I'm going to run to. And on the very top bar, you can see north, south up there. If I move this over, hey, there's my custom marker. That's where I want to head. And so, look, there's some canyons in the way. So if you don't have a jetpack, you're going to have to find your way. You're going to have to basically run along. I'm going to show you on the map. You have to run along this little valley, and you have to find your way out here somewhere where the canyon split and come back down and then get over there. And it's fun. I did it. I've done it a couple times. But I want to see how many jumps it takes to get to the top of the mountain. Almost like the Tootsie Roll, Tootsie Pop. How many licks does it take to get to the center of the Tootsie Pop? I don't know. Some people just bite it and they get to the center. And I, instead, am going to fly with my soul, with my explorer backpack. Backpack. I know that you all with kids, you don't need to be singing that Dora the Explorer backpack song, okay? I almost did. I probably did a little bit. Like I said, I'm just going to be starting to bring you content. Some of it will be a little bit more structured. Maybe I'll have a plan. Maybe some of y'all will give me some ideas of places you want me to explore. Maybe you have some coordinates or cool things that you want me to show. Maybe you'll meet me up there. I'd love to do that. But, it's just not about a one-man show. Being part of a guild and being part of this MMO game isn't just about playing with myself. Hey, this is PG Radio Show, okay? It's not just about playing with myself or playing the game by myself. It's about playing together and getting to know that. I'm just letting my jetpack charge, see if I can make that big leap all the way up to that section. Yeah, this new jetpack has a little bit more fuel in it. The other one might not have gotten me all the way up. Just depends. So that was 2. I think I didn't do a full... I didn't use full power on that first jump. But I landed in a spot that I thought I could make this in 3 jumps. So, let's look around while we're here and letting this thing charge up. And it sure did take me a little bit longer when I had to walk it. Hey, exploring especially when we were first exploring, you can see the town down there. Looks pretty cool, but it is kind of nice too that I can use my jetpack and go. And what I really enjoyed when I was on the Cornucopias Cafe 110 listening with several of you that were also listening. What I really enjoyed is that the team said that they may add a little more functionality or thrust or capability for the jetpacks, but they're not trying to have everybody just fly around in God mode and it not be a challenge or not be like an exploring type of option. But they really want to have an experience where you don't just have a cheat code or God mode where you can just fly anywhere and it just doesn't become as enjoyable or challenging. They want to be able to have that balance. And so I like that. I'm sure they may tweak things to give them more functionality or maybe less, or maybe you have to add some extra fuel or the fuel sources. Right now, you don't have to have the fuel sources. That's not quite in the cards yet, but I'm sure that all the different development that goes into this will make it more realistic. Look at such cool scenery. These are actual domes. If you don't know the lore or the story behind the game, there are 8-kilometer by 8-kilometer domes that make up. There's 3 of them that make up Solace. There's going to be other worlds or other sectors that have different type of environment. One of them is going to be sandy, I believe. I'm not sure what the other one would be. But there's so much detail in so many sections you can kind of see. And I'm going to use that RB function and see if I want to see if there's a fishing spot that identifies. No, I didn't quite get all the way down there to find that fishing spot. I know there's a mining spot down here, and I believe I'm pretty close. Yeah, I'm only 182 meters from that one section that goes through that mountain, that cave. So let's go ahead and get over there. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Okay, I'm gonna come down here. So it took me roughly 3 jumps to get to the top. Not bad. Maybe I'll try to do it in 2. We did some fun stuff and some challenges with Rob and Josh and the team, trying to just jump on and land on different plateaus. And he gave us a little bit of a hint. If you point up, you actually go a little higher. So I'm going to try to have a soft landing. Right now, there's no injury, but you probably will want to learn how to navigate so that you can land a little more smoothly, because at some point there is going to be injury and falls, and you don't want to fall to your death just because you ran out of fuel. Did I miss it? Yeah, I might have flown over it. Yeah, I actually flew over it. So maybe I'm not on the north side. Maybe I'm on the other side. Oh, that's right. I said I was going to go to the trailhead, not to the actual cave. I got to pay attention to what I said and do what I said. But I'm getting pretty close to the trailhead where you can get out of here walking. It must be right in here somewhere. I didn't pinpoint it exactly. You can see the trails here. And yeah, so you can get out of this little valley by taking this trail and getting on up out of here so that you're not trying to climb the rocks, which you can't scale at the moment. So let me go to my trusty handy spreadsheet that I had built and find the cave entrance 1217 by 874. So let me go back into the game. 1217 by 874. 1217. $874. Well, I hope I located that right. Now I'm gonna have to check out. All right, I'm gonna say this is it, and if it's not, then I'll have to update it. There you go. All right. Let's find my direction. I don't think it's south, so let's continue to go. I guess I'm going to go almost 360 degrees before I find it. All right, well, did I pin it on the map? Maybe I didn't. That's why. Maybe I'm so close. Yeah, maybe I'm so close that it's not picking it up. I actually believe that it's right over here in this direction, if I recall correctly. It's actually been over a month since I've been here, so please bear with me. If I need to just pull up the map and try to figure out the direction I need to go, then I will. That's a cool spot right there. Oh yeah, it's a fishing spot for sure. That's actually probably what I marked on that. Maybe I didn't mark that correctly. Oh, now I see my marker. So actually it's up. Where did that custom marker? I'm not seeing it on my top row. Am I imagining things? All right, well the great thing is maybe I'm having a glitch or something, but it looks like I need to point north. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off north and see if I can get over these trees and find that cave entrance. Once again, this is a great benefit to being able to, what are the coordinates of the place you want to go? It's actually right there. Oh, I'm running out of jetpack energy, but that's okay. All right, there's this entrance to this cave. You know, it's funny. I actually, it was like midday when I looked in from the other side. It was all pitch black, and I couldn't see anything. And then all of a sudden, the time started getting. The sun was on this side, and it got darker. And I actually looked through and saw light, and realized it passed through as a tunnel. And most of you that were gaming before me probably figured that out. However, for me, that was a pretty cool realization. So actually, I was a little bit off on my marker. And right here at 1234 by 865 is roughly that entrance. So let's go ahead and go through. Make sure I have my little flashlight. Backpack, can you show me my flashlight? Just kidding. Okay, I'm really going to try to get off the Dora Explorer stuff. Alright, I've got my light on. It's actually a lot easier to navigate, of course, with the jetpack because, you know, you fall off these little sections or... See, the flashlight's a little dark, but if you click that RB button, it can highlight the different area where you can walk. It can help you navigate through a little easier. And of course, with the jetpack, you can fly, but you might also fly right into a wall. So let's not do that. Thank you, Ada Lego fan, for being here through most of this with me. I appreciate it. All right, and then there's the end of the other part of the cave. So if you want to find this cave, maybe you can get together with your guild or with some friends, and that's a location you can say, hey, let's meet up and go there. I don't know if there's going to be any other functions within here. But right now, you can run through it. You can gather. You can. I think at some point in the game, you might be able to camp out, like use a tent to actually camp out on something. So now I'm on the other side. So I was actually on the southwest side, is where that custom marker is showing on my map. That was the entrance to the cave, and now on the southeast side. Now I'm on the northwest side, on the opposite side at 1443 by 526. So it's a decent sized cave, and then above it is just that big rock cliff. I'm going to go ahead and fly up there here in a second. But really, really cool looking landscape here. I love the gameplay in Cornucopias. Once again, if you want to get a jetpack like this, please consider using the Corn Mafia Guild's affiliate link that is in the description. Let's not land too hard. Oh, I missed it. That's okay. There we go. But please consider using them, the affiliate link for the Corn Mafia Guild that's in the description. Come in and grab yourself a jetpack, if nothing else. And remember, if you don't have any of the land plot NFTs or other things, you can gain access just to kind of kick the tires and play for $10 for your early access pass. However, once the land rush goes off, you might want to start looking into or listening to more of the Kopi Cafe recordings, or some of the Mafia Guild or Knights Guild or other recordings by other folks like Ada Ace, and I believe there's some other influencers. I got to start getting to know them, and maybe I can stream with them. I know Jupiter Z and Zeke do some streams for the Mafia Guild. Corn Mafia Guild, and I'm going to start to try to put out some content like I am today. This is the first of many, and I hope that I can get one that I'll not have as many issues with actually just the streaming stuff, and I'm sure I'll get better at that. I don't have any doubt. I've been learning that and kicking the tires on the technology and the pieces, just so I can do that with the Billy Goat Tales team. But I want to be able to provide you a fun experience. I'm going to see if I can reach out to my friend Crimson Caravan. Ooh, there's a land plot there. Crimson Caravan Company. My buddy, he does a lot of gaming videos on Twitch. I'm going to see if I can get him to jump in with me. Maybe I'll donate a jetpack to him if he jumps in and uses that $10 access pass. So if you're hearing this, Crimson, hit me up. I'm going to send you a message too. But this is a small plot in the 202 Ivy Creek, still connected to Ivy Creek, the city. In Canyon Run, and then this is Forest Solace 3, and it shows you the land plot number 006426. I think it's a pretty cool place to have a plot here, right in this, wooded area in this valley with some nice trees. There's quite a few plots down here, so you could have, you and your neighbors could jump in here and start an exploring expedition type of marketplace. I'm not sure what. There's going to be so many different options that you get to play and build out. There's going to be so many different sub games within Cornucopias that you'll be able to play and have features for. So once again, check out that Cornucopias wiki. Check out their main website, the about the game information, and jump in. It's right now, like I said, it's $10 just to kick the tires is a great deal. Some of us have been playing and we see the value, and we're jumping in on the land plots and stuff like that. But if you just want to come in and test it and play around, and I'll look to start having a regular time where I stream, so that if you want to play with me, want to come on, then we can explore together in the game. So let's go ahead and use my jetpack since I have it. Get to the top of this bluff, maybe take a little screenshot. How many times it's going to take me? Of course, I ran up the ramp a little bit. Hey, what's going on? Adalego, I see the friend request in Discord. I will jump on that after I'm done streaming. Adalego fan, I get it. See, and now I'm putting the two pieces together. But I see the friend request in Discord. Come on. Oh, I have to wait till it charges just a minute to get on that trail. Look at such detail, like the flowers. You got all these plants and trees. There was actually a section where I fell. I don't know if it was in Solace 1, 2, or 3, but I couldn't get out. And I realized, they're probably not going to fix that, because that's probably why you need a jetpack. Oh, yep, I landed on the rock. trying to get better at all these different tasks and things you can do because I want to be able to explore and have some challenges. And I think we're supposed to have some fighting gameplay, right? Where you can fight and explore stuff like that. Look at this view. It is just awesome. And then I try to save just a little bit so I can have a soft landing. Maybe it won't matter later on, but I have a feeling it will. So got to practice those skills. Fortunately, if you use the fuel up all the way to the top and you release the button right before you hit the ground, you should have just enough to be able to softly land. If you're trying to find me in the game, Lego, let me know. I may stop streaming here shortly. Probably stop streaming in the next 10, 20 minutes, but I may be able to play a little bit more. Hold on one second. I hope you didn't hear that. I muted on my platform. I need to get some water. My friend Dark Crash, if you end up watching this, Dark Crash always says drink your water. So I've got water in my little Buc-ee's container. If you're familiar with Buc-ee's in the South, Texas, or some other states, give me a thumbs up. Put a beaver in the chat because it's the Buc-ee beaver. Let's see. I'm not shilling. It's just you can see. Oh wow, it's kind of funny. You can see the grass through there because I think there's green or yellow green in part of the logo. All right, so as I'm playing, you see that Billy Goat Tails logo. You see my Biomex logo. It's also down here next to my face. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Billy Goat Tails project because I'm a co-founder there, and this is, if I'm doing live stream just about Cornucopias content, if I'm live streaming on that, I'm not going to try to go in and, oh really? They're shooting a Wise Guys episode right now. That's cool. Are they in? Hey, what's going on? Where are they? I see you guys in the chat. Okay. Oh, sorry. Give me a second. I'm typing, obviously. What's going on, Eddie Z? What's going on, Jupiter Z? Who else? And Faux Hubris. What's going on? You're going to try to sneak up on... Oh, they're going to try to sneak up on Eddie. Yeah. Cedarville. Checking out the Heritage Rapids. All right, let me see if I can find Cedarville on my little map. Hey, the Lego, if you want to put the coordinates in there for me, that's cool. If not, are they in Solace 3? Cedarville? See, you guys probably know this more than I do. Once again, I'm not claiming to have known everything. Oh man, that's a ways down. But I will do my best to get more proficient with the game. But what I am going to do is I'm going to have fun while I'm doing it. Sometimes if I start getting into gameplay, I'm sure I'm going to make some funny faces. That's okay. I'm not worried about it. I'm not too proud to just have some fun. All right, let's see. I see them on the map. So Jupiter Z's down there. Eddie, Faux Hubris. Yeah, I'm streaming on YouTube too. Eddie Z. You'll probably see this later on. I wonder if you're trying to meet up. Let's see. I'm looking in the chat. Where did... Hold on. No, don't go away. So... just having to look at my map, headed to Cedarville. Okay, so I'm going to go to Cedarville too. For those that are new to the game, it might not be as fun, but it's kind of cool that if you don't have a jetpack where you can fly over everything, then it's kind of cool that... Sorry, I'm trying to get... Oh, I have to escape. There we go. It's kind of cool that instead of having to like run around all these mountains and everything... Gotta hit escape. Excuse me 1 second. This is when you gotta learn gameplay. There we go. So he's headed to Cedarville, which is down here from what my map is telling me. And instead, I might want to might want to get back to Ivy Creek. So I'm going to go back to Ivy Creek because then I can actually catch a shuttle. But then the shuttle stops at all the different ones. Well, let's see. I'm going to go and do that. I'm going to show each of you who may be new to the game, maybe you watch this later on. I'm going to show you how you can get from town to town without having to run around all the cliffs. Might as well, because not everybody's going to jump into this game right away and have all the NFTs and have all the super cool jetpacks and all the stuff, although it is extremely fun. Maybe you're just trying to play and start from the beginning and earn and make stuff, and that's okay too. That might be your gaming story. Oh yeah, that was a pretty smooth landing. I liked it. I liked it. I liked it. Okay, I get a little goofy, like I said. Not worry about it. Oh. I'm trying to figure out my path. See if I can get there without going down to the surface. Alright, let's see if I can get there. Alright, I'm going to... Rob shared with us that if you point up, that you might be able to fly higher. I'm hoping that's the case. Let's see how high and far I can get. So I'm going back to Ivy Creek Station, town. Not quite. Not quite. Let's see if I can get over this direction so I can go around. Oh, I might have already made it to Ivy Creek. There you go. Look, I'm already getting close. So I'm going to go through the train. Going to make my way towards Aspen. So that's Eddie Z. Let's see. Once again, I want to check this. Where's Aspen? Maybe he's talking real life. Let's see. No, Aspen Valley. Okay. Aspen Valley or Cedarville. So I want to find out where they're going. Because I don't want to go one place and I need to try to go another. Cool. All right, I'm going to get to the, like I said, I'm going to get to the station, the train station. I'm sure they'll have a response here soon. Zeke is showing up in 2 different places at once on the map for me. That's interesting. So for those that don't have a jetpack, like I said, if you don't want to have to run around all these cliffs and maybe you haven't navigated all of the areas, well, guess what? You can go to the 12 towns. I think there's 4 districts. Am I saying it right? There's 1 sector, 4 districts, and then 12 towns. And I believe that's the verbiage that's right. If not, I will get it right here soon. But regardless, there's 12 towns in Solace 3, and you can go into the train, and you can go from station to station and jump over to the next town so that you don't have to navigate all of the land and different areas just to start at a place where you want to meet up with somebody. And so that might... Started in Heritage Dragon, now just heading southwest. So southwest... Alright, so I'm going to head towards Cedarville, and if I have to catch up with them with my jetpack, I will. But I'm really just showing this function of the blue line and the red line, and hey, guess what? I'm able to catch this. And I'm not sure if it actually reloads, kind of like when you're jumping in here from Toledo Resort, and then you have to go through the Sky Bridge, and then that loads, and then once you get into the Solace train, then it loads. But I'm taking this train over, and that'll take me over to a different town. And from what Jupiter said, he's headed towards Cedarville, which on the almost southern, a little bit to the east, and Aspen Valley, which is a little bit to the west. And I think he said southwest, but I might as well go towards Aspen Valley. Yeah, I wish my marker worked as on my compass. Yeah, sometimes it does for me, and sometimes it doesn't. Wait, what am I doing? I'm looking inside that pole, I guess. So the cool thing is the train stations will, you can figure out which one you're at. You walk off the train, find it, and you still have time to get back on. Maybe in the future there'll be some sort of sign. Maybe that'll be some sort of hint, some sort of signage, maybe even a map of the different train stations here on this little part of the train, so you know which stop is next. That would be kind of cool. Even if you down in the section where you jump on the train, it would be kind of cool to know which stop is next, and you can kind of plan your trip that way. Oh, come on, let me off, let me off. So this is Warden's Watch. Okay, so I'm going. Warden's Watch is actually up north. So let's see. I went from Ivy Creek, which is kind of central. It's north of central. Oh, to Warden's Watch, which is the far end of the northwest corner of the map. So I'm guessing on the blue line, my next stop might be Fernwood, then Stonebridge, then Heritage Rapids, then Aspen Valley. So let's see if that is right. So my guess is Fernwood is next. If I go to Witherwood, then I know that this train is going a different direction. So I guess I should probably track and figure out, and I'm sure that you can help me figure out if the blue line goes clockwise or counterclockwise. That would be a good thing to know. I know there's a red and a blue line, so we will figure that out. All right, is that the next stop? Yeah, I'm actually going to turn up my volume here on my headphones because that's Fernwood. So as I guessed it, or as I guessed, it really was a guess. This one is going counterclockwise. So I started in Ivy Creek, went to Warden's Watch, Fernwood. So my guess is Stonebridge is next, then Heritage Rapids. And look, you're not loading. You can stay in here and just continue to ride the train until you get to the next section so that maybe you're not having to run as much to catch up to your friends. I'm going to chat. That's not what I want to do. Whoa. So where is this? That's Stonebridge. All right. So Stonebridge, Heritage Rapids most likely, and then Aspen Valley. So I'm just going to stay on for the next two train stops. Excuse me, my chair. Any of you have one of those chairs that just it drops down? Well, that just happened, obviously. Don't mind me. I was texting my wife actually, or my mom, to see if I can get a little snack. Hope you don't mind having a little snack on this train. I think I have 2 more stops. I'm going to verify at this stop, make sure that I can get ready, and hopefully I can catch up with these guys. Eddie Z and Jupiter Z. I never played the game with Jupiter, but I did do a live stream with Ada Ace. We did Ada Ace had the week of leaks. We did a 1-day recording, and we were watching some of the videos. Why am I not moving? Well, I hope I can move after the next one. If I'm stuck, I'm going to have to... Oh no, if I'm stuck. Oh, it's because I was still in the text box. Well, I'm pretty sure the next stop is the right one. I'm going to stop trying to text or in the chat and do this. And I've got my map out. So I believe from Stonebridge I went to Heritage Rapids and should be coming to Aspen Valley. And then even if they don't tell me in the chat where they are at, I can find them, fortunately, because I can find them on the map and fly over there. Unless maybe they can hide their tags. Perhaps if you hide your tags, people can't find them. That would be cool. I mean, sometimes you might want to play on the down low and sneak around or do something, or sneak up on somebody if there's that gameplay. Yep, Aspen Valley, as I guessed it. It's always great when you have a good map that can show you the way. Thank you, Cornucopias Mafia Guild, for the map that I'm using. Of course, the Knights Guild provided some maps out there and some detail to the entire game. What generous and diligent work it took to do that. I mean, I tried mapping some things. I think I probably had 15, 20 landmarks on my own spreadsheet that I was mapping out. And man, that's a lot of work that goes into it. So. I'm trying to find these guys on the map, and I don't know why it's acting funny. Zooming. There we go. Now I can. Okay, so I might just get back on the train, honestly. And get a ride over to the next town, which is Cedarville. I know it's not very exciting to watch me run around on the train, but once again, it is pretty useful for those that are new to the game. Now, I'm going to remind myself I was on the blue line. I don't want to start taking the train the wrong direction and then have to backtrack. So there's the red line and the blue line. Looks like the red line, I would guess. Ooh, look at that, perfect timing. Man, this is some perfect timing. So I would guess that the red line goes clockwise and the blue line goes counterclockwise. That's just my guess. Seems that way to me. I had intended for the stream to be about an hour. I think I'm almost at an hour and a half. I will definitely probably jump off at the 2-hour mark tonight. However, I will. Hopefully, this is beneficial to somebody. I'm going to take this and clip it into some of the. I mean, I know some of this is rambling, and some of the riding the train probably might not be as pertinent. But I'm going to be jumping off here in the next 30 minutes, and then I will make some clips. So maybe that's a little bit more useful for those of you watching later, or maybe you just want a little bit of a snippet. You don't want to have to watch the entire stream. And when I do snip that, I will try to come back in here and start to maybe put some timestamps. If I actually have some things that I'm showing, like that cave that I showed, I might just go ahead and put some timestamps so that you can come to it, find it yourself, and not have to watch a 2-hour stream just to find that unique detail. But you never know what you're going to find. And once again, this is the Maiden voyage in this jetpack. I haven't used it before. I did just pick it up. And it's my maiden voyage live stream on my own channel, the _Biomex, or Tex-Mex Biomex. Tex-Mex Biomex, Dave Digital loves to say that. I appreciate you, Dave Digital. You're not here right now, but I appreciate you, brother. And Crypto Lifer. I'm not sure if Sam Price Crypto Lifer was the first one to call me Tex-Mex Biomex. I met Crypto Billy, my partner, one of my partners. Someone's flying around. Catch these guys, but I met Crypto Billy at Well, I didn't meet him. I met him in person at Consensus 2023 in Austin, Texas. And because I live in San Antonio, just down the road, sneak up on these guys. All right. Hey, look at that. You can see the pumpkin jack right there, and then you see the burger hat. That's awesome. These guys are wearing the different hats. I'm not in the Mafia Discord at the moment. I'm not looking at the Discord at the moment. They may be chatting in there. Obviously, they're probably taking this video and doing a video, and I'm just tagging along. So, hope you guys don't mind, Corn Mafia Zeke and Jupiter Z, that I tag along a little bit in my live stream. I will actually post a link to your stream. I don't know if you're streaming live or if you're doing a recording an episode for Wise Guys, which is one of the Corn Mafia's YouTube channels. I'm going to say hello in the chat. Asking if they're live streaming or recording. And as you can imagine, at @the_biomax is my YouTube channel. If you're, or if you found it, you already found it. But for those that you don't know, the Jupiter Z, I met him streaming with Ada Ace, and I met Zeke as Jupiter said he's part of the Mafia Guild, and I like, just what he had to say. He has such knowledge of the wiki and the white paper, and he shared quite a bit when I did that stream with Ada Ace. I mean, Ada Ace was kind enough to bring me on the show, but I told him, I said, really, I'm not too familiar with the game. I haven't read any of the stuff, but I had bought a land plot, and I was willing to try and jump around and give a newbie's perspective to the game. I apologize, I'm going to be quiet and see. I'm telling him I'm jumping off. You can probably see. I'm gonna just bear with me a second. I'm gonna see if I can. Oh man, he wants to race the purple track. He's gonna spank me if I do. That's okay. I might race. All right, so I'm going to go to the pavilion. Just make sure. And please bear with me. Hey, it's good to do some stuff on the fly. I appreciate the warm welcome, not just from the Corn Mafia Guild, but within Cornucopias, I found there to be a very, very warm welcome. And I appreciate those that join the live stream. I know that Pinball Ninja probably posted this in the Discord. Foe trying to race. Yeah, I don't know. Foe trying to race? Oh, Foe's trying to find us. So I'm going to wait here. I'm just asking them that while I'm trying to pull up on Discord in the Cornucopias Guild. And fortunately, I have set up on OBS the ability to take one of the voice chats and pull it into, let's see, Hangout VC1. Wonder how I can invite. I'm using OBS. Wait, we're working this out. Some of this is gameplay, some of this is streaming information. And you know what? All of it can be useful. Who's that? Who's flying in? Who's flying in from the word? Okay, he's going to the pavilion. That's where I'm headed. So I'm going to hit my main menu. Excuse me, I'm going to hit my settings. I'm going to go to main menu so we can jump out of Solace. And then from the main menu, I can go to pavilion. So that's what I'm going to do. I know this stream has been a little bit all over the place, and that's okay. It's okay every now and then, but I'm working to be a little bit more. Sorry, trying to bounce around to Discord and see if there's some information. Make sure I can meet up and connect. All right, so here, look, here's the character screen. You can look. I'm gonna see. Do I want to put on one of the other hats or something? I can change. This is where you can customize your character. I'm gonna go ahead and show you some of the presets real quick before I jump over there. So here's some of the presets: likes, selling, rare sneakers for profit, criticism, dislikes, criticism, and mediocrity, occupation, male model, and power lifter. That's I actually had never read that. That's kind of funny. So these are some of the Chad Morgan, Ethan Caldwell, Gianna Russo. I can barely read the font at the moment. Grace Fury. So these are some of the presets, and then you can go through and on the avatar you can change the frame of the body, the head, the chest, the arms, hands, waist, legs, feet, face. You can change the brows, the eyes, the nose, the cheeks. There's all these features that you can change. You can change your attire, and right now, do I want to be Quantum Jack? Do I want to have the deluxe? That looks really cool. Maybe I'm gonna put the burgers and fries on it, and I'm gonna hit save, and that's gonna update so that when I get over to the pavilion, I'm gonna have that on. I'm gonna be ready to race. Kalito Pavilion, and let's play. Anyways, I appreciate those that did jump on the live stream. And I see Zeke said he's recording the live stream there. I'm just going to show you what the pavilion looks like. I'll go ahead and show you one race. I'm not afraid to admit that I raced maybe less than 10 times total, and I'll probably blow up a couple times. I actually bought one of those new racers though, so I'm excited to be able to jump in and do that. I'm almost done, okay? Okay. So let's get ready to race. I'm waiting for it to load. Look at that scenery. I mean, there's so many things in scenery within the game that are just absolutely awesome in my opinion. Like, I've played games. I'm going to date myself, and that's okay. I played EverQuest. It was probably my first. I don't know if they considered it an MMO, but EverQuest, I absolutely love that game. I can't remember what the games were after that I played, but I always enjoyed, aside from the main games and quests and stuff like that, I always enjoyed being able to try to use the different, like, build up my different skills, like leatherwork and blacksmithing and cooking and all those things. I always liked doing that part of the game. It's gonna throw. All right, so I want to make sure they're not waiting for me. But I always enjoyed that part of the game, and not most games, they just kind of fell short. And of course, this is a NFT game, which means some of the things that you build will actually be built that you can buy and sell. And what I love about Web 3 compared to Web 2, Web 2, you can love a game, you can play it. I played EverQuest for I don't know how long. I paid a monthly subscription to play it. But everything in the game that you earned that had a perk, you couldn't sell it legally. You couldn't sell it legally for cash money. You couldn't trade or sell for cash money. You could drop something, like if you want, if people did, and they still do now, if you want to do a transaction, you might do on a secondary site, you might pay somebody, and then they say they're going to drop that thing, and then they don't. Or you might drop something, they take it, and they never pay. And that can really sour people on games. And honestly, if I had a cool thing that I earned, I found on a quest, why shouldn't I just be able to sell it, right? Oh, let me see. What am I going to be flying? What? Double J. Oh, it's Super Phantom. There we go. Fine. But if you, sorry, I had to make sure I did my selections while I was talking. But I love that in Web3, you can be gaming and you earn a perk and you want to sell it. Hey, you can sell that. And some games choose those perks to be maybe just cosmetic. Maybe it's just something to look at. But some games may allow that that created item or that found item on a quest to be sold for tokens that and maybe that actually does have some perks. So, and I like the ability to even be able to make stuff. I think that's going to be cool. We can start making stuff and doing that. You're going to be able to farm. You're going to have industry. There's so much more that I'm even aware of. I've been trying to catch up on the Kopi cafes and all the different streams by so many people that are live streaming different information about Cornucopias. We're still early. We're in the pre-alpha testing stage. As you can see, I've got my little pre-alpha thing right over there. I've got my Biomix logo there. Billy Goat Sales hat here. I'm a co-founder there. I love the Billy Goat Sales fam, the community. What I like about the project is really we're about leadership, personal development, and helping others to help themselves. And so that's really the core of what I stand for too. Whether I'm doing Cornucopias and doing stuff on my own live here, like I'm doing, helping the Corn Mafia to have some more content available. Really, my goal is to help others help themselves and have some fun in doing it. So I hope I'm not late to the party. The next race is in 1 minute, 7 seconds. I hope I didn't miss out. I might have missed out. But if I did, I'm sure I can wait, catch you on the next one. And it's all good. It'll give me a chance to test out my skills or lack thereof. Skills that I can build on, right? Skills that I can build on. Because honestly, I have not raced a whole bunch. And I have had to crash and burn several times. Now, when I haven't crashed and burned, it's probably because I'm going slower and trying to get the hang of it. But yeah. Yeah. Have you seen my staple? If you're in the chat or later on in the comment, tell me, give me some little one-liners of things I could add, like movie trivia or other stuff that I could connect to it. Let's see, how many people are in this race? It might just be me. Yeah, it looks like it's just me. That's not a bad thing. So, LT. Oh man, I am ready to crash. Okay, well, I'm kind of glad I'm racing. What the heck? Oh, maybe I've got to get speed out. What is going on? Even the best face the crash course. I don't know what is going on. I don't know. I don't know if this is a glitch or this is me. Maybe I need to build speed. I'm okay. I thought it was that I was bad, but I think I'm having an issue. Oh, there's debris, I think, coming through here. I'm getting shot. What's going on here? Well, there's a little bit of a glitch. I'm under the floor. That's alright. Going the wrong way. Let's crash. So let's start over somewhere. I have no idea where I am. I was out in the boondocks. Wow, this is, I almost don't want to be live streaming right now. Thruster, thrust 1, thruster 2. Is it that I actually have to, I don't. I'm going to return to pavilion. I don't think this is working right. I don't think I'm flying that bad. I'm literally just trying to get started with the thruster and the thing's shaking all over the place. So I'm going to go back to the pavilion. I might have to switch to another racer. I don't even know. If I try that one again and that happens again, it might be user error. I don't even know. And I'm not ashamed. This is the maiden voyage into the jetpack flying and the maiden voyage of racing this new jet that I can fly around and race with. And I think I went to the wrong track too. That's probably how I went to. They said purple track. I'm going on the red. I don't even know what track I started. I think I was on the red track. So just pay attention to detail. I think because I'm streaming, I'm trying to do a whole bunch of stuff. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention when I jumped into that. And so I will get started here. See if I can actually get into the right race. Maybe I'll catch them as they're coming out of their first race. My lovely wife brought me a snack. While this is loading, I'm going to mute. Take a little bite of time. All right. Maybe it was the hat. Maybe the hat made me fly a little funky. I doubt it.
Don't forget to check out the Jet Supersonic Cafe. Sizzling burgers, golden fries, swirly milkshakes, served at supersonic speeds.
I think I'm going to actually just wait for them here and then make sure I choose the right options because I don't want to miss them while I'm trying to start a new one.
Welcome to Toledo Valley Raceway. If you are a racer, please access the corner terminal of your racing lounge to get started. If you aren't, please enjoy the scenic views and racing action. If you need assistance or have
I'm going to message them on Discord too because they're over there. All right, give me a second. I'll be right back. More than a second, but I had to close some doors to where I'm recording. I was starting to get some background noise. Someone's helping with the dishes. One of my adult children. I appreciate it. I've got two kids. One that's starting his master's program sometime next year, and one that is in her second year of college. So, all right. I'm loving this hat with my two drinks and the fries while I'm waiting around in the pavilion. And like I said, I jumped on Discord to pass a little message. So I'm going to wait to see if I can see them pop back in here. I'm going to go ahead and... Hey, where's my jetpack? Come on, jetpack. Jetpack's not working here. Maybe I just assumed they would work everywhere. Maybe you can answer that in the chat too. Do I have anybody still in here with me? If not, that's okay. I actually turned off my YouTube from my... I think it's still streaming. We'll see. I will find out here shortly. Yeah, I think it's still streaming, but it looks like I jumped off YouTube with my profile. I actually closed that Chrome window by accident. So let me see if I can get back into it. YouTube. And I'm going to take another bite. Just got to finish this bar. Sorry, I just kind of finished this bar. I'm a little hungry. Don't want to be hungry. Purple. So purple track. Let's see which vehicle I want to fly. I really don't know if I should fly the Super Phantom. I really don't know that I should. Maybe I should fly this Valkyrie F9. Man, that is sexy looking, that deep blue. Even though it's common, I like it. You see, that's speed and accelerator. Let me just put the stats real quick. All right, I'm gonna fly this one. I'm not gonna use the Super Phantom right now. I'll try it next time. I'm hoping I just catch him on time so I can race. Hey, last place is the first loser. Is that wrong? No, second place is the first loser. I may not be able to keep up with these guys this time, but you know what? I will start building up my racing skills. I'm not going to claim to be the best. I actually enjoy other parts of the game. I can talk about some of the games I used to play a long time ago. I really enjoyed it. Secondary, third, tertiary traits and skills to build those up. And I've found just from what I've heard about Cornucopias and watching Copy Cafes that that's going to be something that you can really dig into, whether it's farming, whether it's crafting and other types of stuff. So for some reason that always excited me, trying to see if I could build the coolest looking trait or piece of equipment or armor and gathering all the pieces and gathering the stones and stuff to do it. I just enjoyed that. So I'm glad that there's a game that will allow me to do that and have some other functions as well. And not just be one, not just have one type of focus, but several little mini games that people can play, and that'll be a game of itself, all within one MMO. So once again, if you're watching this, maybe you're just catching now on live. There's in the description, you can find information about the Cornucopias game. If you want to play, you don't have to own any assets at this time. You can jump in at the free access, or not free, excuse me, their early access pass, which is $10, which is a great price to jump in. Of course, check the system requirements. Make sure your system works before you do that. I'd hate for people to, oh man, they got me invisible. I'd hate for people to spend their money and then not be able to do it because they don't have equipment that would work. But, sorry, I'm looking for Zeke. I hope I jump in at the right time for the race. Man, current race time, waiting. Is this the purple track? I think this is going to be the purple track. Man, maybe I went to the wrong track again. We will see. I obviously need to work on the racing section, getting to the right track. I think I tried to jump in the purple pack. I'm not a Barney. Maybe I fly like one. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's what I like to say. Whenever we start our Giver's Gain or Billy Goat Tales, excuse me, when we start our Billy Goat Tales live stream on X, it's part of, we are a family friendly show. We try to keep it PG, try to make sure that if people have kids in the background that they're not worried about hearing F-bombs and stuff like that. So I say check yourself before you wreck yourself. I think I said it once and then it stuck. So I actually might have missed it and they started and I'm waiting here, but yep. I've never really raced with anybody else, so I really wish the jetpack worked. Maybe, well, maybe it won't. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to keep you from doing stuff you shouldn't be. Let me take my jetpack off. No, 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 no. That's not what I wanted. I did not want to drop it. Did that drop it? Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad I got it back. What in the world? What is this? Oh, that's what I see. Once you take your backpack off, it actually dropped these on the floor. I'm going to go ahead and keep two. Maybe I just leave one here. Nah, I'll just, like I said, if you find me during the game and you don't have one of these and you need one, the land plot scanner, I've got 3 of them on me. Once the game starts playing, I'll probably at least keep one on me. I might not keep more than one as we get started with the game. Mainly because if someone didn't have one, I want to be able to help them out. Give them one. I can just drop it on the ground. You can see it looks like a piece of luggage there. Pick it up. So, and you hear the races going on. I don't know if you can hear the racing in the background, but sounds pretty cool. Almost looks like Star Wars, like the little racing thing kind of thing. Yeah, I'm still live. I'm still live on YouTube. Sometimes I can't believe that I'm doing this. I actually like being, I used to, what the heck am I looking at? I like being the behind the scenes guy, but you know what? I appreciate Crypto Billy and the team from the Billy Goat Tales team and so many YouTube creators that we have followed for years. Sorry, I am trying to get my mouse out of the actual game so I can actually jump into the YouTube chat in case there's anybody still there. I want to be able to chat with you. Maybe you're chatting with Zeke in there, and that is all good too. Yeah, maybe you went over to the Wise Guys. I'm not sure if they're streaming live. You know what? Honestly, I can just go check that out. What I might do is just stream. I might just stream their streams. When I went to on the election day on the Billy Goat Tales live stream for that evening, we decided that we would raid people's YouTube and just jump in their live stream as a guest and show our community. So we had several people with us on YouTube. We were streaming. We would jump into someone, we'd give them a little bit of a super chat, say, hey, what's going on? The Billy Goat Tales fam is here. We jumped into your live chat. We're here with the group, and I just always thought that was pretty cool. So that was an idea we had. We might start doing that on the Billy Goat Tales. The YouTube channel is actually titled Givers Gain 111, Givers Gain 111. The handle is at Billy Goat Tales, all one word, BILLYGOAT TALES. You can find this stuff in the description down at the bottom. Anything about the Billy Goat Tales team. We actually have a mint on December 15th. We're minting a leadership book that was crowdsourced with over 170 speakers. Charles Hoskinson came on, Crypto Crow, several people from different Cardano projects, as well as other YouTubers. We had Gary Cardone on with us a couple times, Crypto Lifer, and several others. What's up? I'm live streaming. Close that on the way out. Okay. All right, here we go. This is going to be my first race with somebody else. Let's see. There's only 2 positions. So who am I flying with? I'm flying with. I'm trying to look. Okay. I'm on the wrong way. Guess what? I'm looking at OBS instead of looking at the actual game. And Eddie Z got to jump on me, and that's okay. Oh, the burgers and fries are out the top of the hood. That is, oh my gosh, vehicle destroyed. Yep. No surprise, I was trying not to crash that early. No, this is Colito Purple. Okay, so I'm in the right track. This is the first time coming in here. Man, that is so cool. I haven't even used Afterburner. Whoa, did I run into somebody? Did I run into my own? Oh, I think Eddie crashed. Okay, now he just passed me. Oh, so this might be, I don't know how much he's raced this track, but wow. I'm gonna try to do my best to maybe not crash. Even if I'm not going as fast, if I can maybe not crash, maybe I'll have some sort of advantage. I don't even know. There he is right there. Okay, you can see I've got a little bit of competitive spirit inside, and I want to try to catch and do my best. When I was just racing by myself, maybe I just didn't have that fire, I just didn't have that drive. There wasn't a challenge, but now that I'm racing someone, I actually am trying to do better. I just need to get better at the actual controls. Oh, that is so cool. Oh my gosh. Oh, the track. Man, this is going to take some, a little bit of getting used to. But this is such cool, cool string. Oh, man. These graphics, this functionality. Oh, okay. Not crash. Okay, I'm at 45% life. I gotta learn how to strafe. I know Zeke knows how to do it. Ada Ace, I believe, is better. Man, let's see. Yeah, he's way ahead of me now. He's probably a half a lap ahead of me, just from based on the thing you can see at the top. Oh my gosh! I'm not even using the fastest vehicle, or am I? I'm not sure if the new Super Bubble Jet, if it was faster than this one. But this one's pretty fast. This one's pretty fast, and I need to get the handle of it. But this track is something else. This is just some cool graphics. Yeah, I've watched Ada Ace do this, and he's trying to race and talk at the same time. It is not easy. It's easy to crash when you do it. So I don't mind. I might get silent if I get close to catching it to Eddie, but I'm not sure that's gonna happen necessarily today. 20% life. Come on. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I don't think the first lap is gonna be my best lap. Probably. So guess what? My second lap will become my personal best, hopefully. I'm still in my first lap. So this is a longer track, definitely. I have run the yellow and red track. This is such a longer track. It's pretty cool. I mean, I like it. I'm getting my butt whooped. So first lap was horrendous. I don't even know what's next. I haven't run this enough. Obviously, it's the first time to even predict what the next turn is. I remember from Copiu Cafe that I was mentioned that you might want to be on the brakes some, maybe not on the gas the whole time. I'm starting to see that might be a benefit. I'm just trying to stay on the gas because I'm trying to catch up, but at the same time, crashing causes you so much extra time, right? It causes you extra time because you're going slower. And, it causes you extra time. Are you kidding me? Did I catch up? So crashing causes you so much extra time because you have to start over from 0 speed, but also the time that it takes just to reset. So I'm really not even using the afterburners on this purple track yet because I've already crashed and burned so much without even using the afterburners. But I believe I can. I believe I can play. I'm not a singer, really, but oh man. Oh, did I go off track? But I'm believing I can beat my lap one time. Maybe not this. Oh my gosh. I'm just trying to flip over and I think I'm stuck along this. Maybe I went off screen. I'm just like getting into this. I'm trying to get off of the. Trying to get off of this edge, and I'm just kind of stuck on this edge here. I'm trying to use the afterburner. Come on, something. Even if I could just flip over, that would be good. Brave. Well, I was wrong. My lap one time. Go back to the pavilion. Ah, just flying was challenging for me. 44. Oh, I'm typing in the chat. Wow, I'm typing in the chat because I thought I was typing in somewhere or hitting the number 4 on the screen. Oh, wow, those things happen. The game is good. It's user error, I can promise. I haven't gotten used to the controls on this section. I'm not going to blame it on anything but user error at the moment. But I'll have fun with it. I'm sure I can get the hang of it. I'm sure I can beat my lap that I just had here, almost 4-minute lap. So all good. Just waiting to jump back in the pavilion. We'll see if we continue to do more. They might have stuff planned. I mean, obviously they're recording their Wise Guys episode, so I don't want to take too much time from that, and I don't want to take away from that. So I'll let them do that. I'll probably jump off here soon. Oh, look in the background right here. This is Toledo Valley Holocaust Challenge. But that screen, there was a glimpse of Solace in that section, and then it became like a Halloween theme, which was kind of cool. I forgot it was called Glimpse of something else, but I wonder if it actually kicked me out to the main server. It might have. I might have had a glitch. Sorry about that. There's a mention. So where's a mention? Did I have a mention? Dripping box? No. Where's the? I'm looking at the Discord. That's what I'm doing right now. So looks like I'm stuck here. Well, I'm going to return to main menu. I'm going to give you this last glimpse of some of the areas of the items here. I'm actually going to change my character, and maybe I'll put the quantum jack on my head. I think I'm going to do that. My head, and go to the quantum jack. There's empty. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Go to the main menu. I will go back to the pavilion if they're there so that they're not just sitting waiting around for me. Obviously, I text them in Discord, but they're doing their live stream, so they're probably looking at the game, and I don't want to be rude. I'd rather be supportive and do what I can there to just make sure that they know I'm good. I'm jumping off for the night, and thank you for joining me here. I'm going to go ahead and do that without you all with me. There's no reason for you to watch me. Just go type in and say adios. This is the maiden voyage of the Biomex streaming Cornucopias gameplay. And you saw me use those jetpacks. You saw me also kind of show you and walk you around how you can get some places without one. And so if you want to see some holocash stuff, put that in the comments. If you want to see me fly around different solace areas, let me know that too. If you have a favorite place you want me to visit, you want to meet up with me. Right now, I'm probably looking to stream maybe Thursdays around 8:30 Central Time, 9:30 Eastern. I'm going to try to keep that to an hour, 30 minutes to an hour. Tonight I went longer. Some of it was glitches. Some of it is just that I continued to want to play and had some of you on with me. So this is the Biomex signing out. Thank you very much for being here. Maybe you watch it after. Check all the links in the description. Remember, you can get some of the NFTs that are still available before the mints stop. You can get them using that affiliate link for the Corn Mafia Guild. So if you're going to do that, if you have your own guild or you're using someone else's, go for it. But if you don't, please do us a favor. Use that Corn Mafia Guild affiliate link and jump in there. All right. You can see me running around with this awesome helmet. Man, that is so cool. So cool. You see the graphics on the screen on the marketing or on the page to purchase are just as good live and in person. That is an awesome thing that the team is dedicated to doing, is providing you, if you want to have these products, providing you with not like a normal burger place that shows a picture of a great burger to chew a bite into and then you just get this little weenie TT thing. So anyways, jump in the Cornucopias game. I'd love to see you. Say hello. If you saw my live stream, give me a shout. And if you have some suggestions on things you want, once again, let me know there. Find me in the Cornucopias Discord as well as the Corn Mafia Discord. And jump in the Billy Goat Tales Discord. If you're interested in some of the things that we're doing, we're having a mint on December 15th for our book, which will be broken into 10 different sections. And so there's 10 different NFT images that will be visible. And each NFT will give you access to 3 chapters of the book. Everybody will get access to the preface, which kind of talks about the project, has some of our links. Everybody will get access to the appendix, which has a summary of all 30 chapters, not just the 3 you'll have access to with that NFT, as well as all of the list of the people that were on and recorded during the X Spaces. And then in the appendix, we have all 30 X Spaces in each NFT will have access to all 30 X Space links. If you want to go listen, because obviously we had almost a 4-hour space with Charles Hoskinson. The topic was emotional intelligence. After about 2 hours, it started getting into other things that wasn't all included in the book. But you can listen to the interview. You can take some of that. We may turn some of that content into some IRL resources that you can put in your hand that you can use for personal and leadership development with yourself, with others, with your company. So, like I said, this is the Biomex signing out. Thanks for joining me tonight. Adios.